What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another evening of 30 NSG. On today's episode, or tonight's episode, we're still playing some Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Come on, L. Come on, Brain. Come on, Hemi. Yeah, L. Everyone keeps asking me, you still haven't, you still liking Suicide Squad? You still like it? So I said, screw it. We'll just put it in the actual title. We'll just put it in the title. We're gonna work on some clan stuff. Because right now, I'm a little, the servers for me are still a little wonky.
Come for me. I'm waiting. Honestly, it's in the name.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there goes that grenade.
Units, disarm Harkness before he embarrasses you further. I spy a boomerang. Another bunch of plan by yours. Good metrics, TFX.
All right, what do we gotta do? We gotta do some. Let's see what we gotta do for the clan here. Clan challenges: kill 20 enemies in traversal attacks and terraform takedown missions. Kill 200 enemies in hack and brain missions. All right, well, let's work on that one, shall we? Hack and brain, which is these guys, right?
Anyone up for a little cyber B&E? That was rhetorical. What all criminals? You see the pin in the map.
Did someone ask this stream? What do you mean? Did someone ask if I like it? I literally just started. Stream literally just started. Been live for about a minute and a half.
Has Luther told you that your arrangement is mutually beneficial? I've seen his work before.
We got internet thievery to do, people! Get over here!
Incoming Brainiac terminals. Keep them clear.
All right, people, let's protect the things for hack.
We just gotta get kills.
This terminal is under our control. Enemies blocking me at the terminal.
Okay.
This one's locked down. The enemy took our terminal offline. Oops, almost became one with their network. We're cool now.
These guys at? The guy there.
You've
Okay,
cleared out the
taking
area.
over that.
Scanning the objective. Enemies control the terminal.
Special delivery.
Where's the brute?
scared. Good for us, squad.
See, my warriors will return that general presence.
That was close. Get back over to C.
I'm still scanning that terminal. Don't let it get paved away.
I will crush upon them.
Get that terminal back. Still working. Almost there, squad.
Get back to B.
I'm in. Thanks for the assist. Scans finished at this enemy blocking my scans at a terminal.
Alright, I got 2 left.
Detecting a terminal getting
Gotta
paved
work
away.
on B for a bit.
Keep it up. I've almost got the lock. Terminal locked. Get it. Great. I'll start scanning this one.
Diane. Hey, you think you're getting low enough? Jesus.
Bloody hell, you think you know people.
That's terrible camera. Oh, what is happening right now? Wow, dude. Wow, dude. Jesus.
I'll enjoy stripping those boomerangs from you.
I'm in. Thanks for the assist.
No place to hide.
We're close to locking down this terminal. Keep it clear. This terminal is under our
Okay,
control.
done. Did I play Arkham Knight? I did.
Another one bites the dust. Get it? Scans complete. Let's go out for pizza. Ah, I miss pizza. Any food really.
Mods are locked, but all characters are level 30. And squad is level 60. What do you mean they're locked? Like, you can't... Like, they haven't unlocked yet for you? Or you've unlocked them and they locked back up? Come on, Argus.
Holy shit. This thing's even more famous than I am.
All right, sure, we'll put that on.
What is the cause for celebration? Your birthday?
Come on, water. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I wanted to play Helldivers, but when I downloaded it, it was doing an error. So then I re-downloaded it again, reinstalled it, followed what you told me. I'll have to do it after stream. I appreciate it. Fate Walker tried to help me as well. For some reason, I could not do it. And then when I downloaded the new driver or whatever the thing is, it made another error, and I was just like, I don't have time for this. Yeah, they haven't unlocked for me. So all your characters are maxed out, but they haven't unlocked for you. I'm not sure if that's a known issue or not. That hasn't happened to me, so I'm not too sure if that's a known issue. You might want to search the forums or go to Discord, their Discord channel. All right, so we got that done. Personal attack hill. Okay, now we have 200. Let's do more of those. We have 40 more to go. Let's go do another one of those. Let's see. One up here. No.
Hack here. Contrast distance for Brainiac.
97 Earth years will be evenly matched.
Head to the location on your map so we can extract intel from them.
The seal of battle washes over me. I should take the lead.
So you've engaged the child.
I have an issue with my rewards for my achievements.
If you believe she was
They're not
unaccounted for,
they're not
you're very wrong.
they're not marking off for me, and I have them all done. The only thing I'm missing is doing the 100 completions for side quests
You really think you can simply slip into another world and steal
or
from
whatever it's called
Come on, jumbo-sized
Use my
hats away.
technology.
for contracts. I'm closing in on 100 contracts, but for some reason, here I'll show you guys on my map itself. I have, if you look at my Riddler stuff, I'm 21 of 21, 13 of 13, 40 of 40. Okay. I have all the stuff, and then if I go to the achievement list, okay, the only 3 things I'm missing is collect 40 Riddler trophies, which I have, solve 21 Riddler riddles, which I have, and then I'm completing the 100 support squad contracts. So I'm not sure why it's not going off.
This is how it works.
Combo.
You do what you do best, so that I can do what I do best. Those terminals need to stay clear for my hack to work.
Still missing those tapes. I haven't gone back to do the chapters at all, so
Balance this equation, my fighters.
Brainiac goons are off our point. Scanning.
Big mission. Uncle Gizmos, and then you'll be to our support. Toy boy, mate. We're raising heaps of hell. 3 jobs left.
It's the Brainiac forces blocking my scans at the terminal.
Always boomerangs. Your predictability will be your downfall, partner.
Great. I'll start scanning this one.
Hack's not getting through. We need to target some large hostiles. Oh, join the fray.
there you go. Oh boy. I got something for you.
Brainiac's forces are clear at this terminal. Scanning data.
I don't have to kill them with my guns, right? I just gotta kill 200 of them, right?
Don't want to be in that thing when she self-destructs.
We are expert Hellraisers.
The enemy to that terminal.
Come on, Demon.
Fine.
New character? No, it's just Boomerang.
This one's
There's no new characters yet.
Scanning. Don't let anything break your hold on that terminal.
Another car. No. Where's this helicopter at? Oh, whatever, dude.
Got that terminal back from Brainiac's forces. Scanning now.
One terminal for Task Force X.
Between your guns and my code, we can't be stopped.
Go on, Kodo. So are you gonna play Last Epoch on the next week? I was thinking about playing Last Epoch. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't know. I enjoyed playing Path of Exile a couple years ago. I enjoyed playing Diablo 3 when I picked it up. I enjoyed playing Diablo 4, but I just don't know if I want to jump in and do Last Epoch.
Guess everyone's got to hit the target sometime.
I downloaded Helldivers, but I'm having error issues. So
Mobile gear symbiote
if I can get
detected.
that working, I'll
Sorry,
play that.
I mean,
Come on, DP.
Lieutenant.
We need 5 more kills. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why, Argus. I have no problem. I hear great things
Yes,
about it.
come for me again.
It's about me
But
putting
consider
time
that
in.
all
I don't know if I
theories
have the
of
time that I want to
warfare
put in.
posit that you hold back your strongest assets for the
We don't have another. Okay, so we have to wait for that to come back up. What else do we have to do
What will it be, Boomerang?
for the squad? Unless one of you guys finishes that out. Kill 50. That's a week. That's a weekly challenge. Nothing to see here. Complete 25 skull ship jamming mission. Skull ship jamming mission. 100 enemies with suicide strike. Okay. Kill 200 enemies with 20 man's research rampage. Research rampage.
Ready to rendezvous with my truck for a research?
Yeah, the Helldivers. I'm having an issue. It won't let me even play the game. I launch it, and then it crashes instantaneously. So I was like, oh, that's good.
Man, we did not show up to play. Kept those terminals secure so Hack could, do her whole damn thing. The truck's a toy, but the fighting's real. They're coming! Guns up, you jerks! My assertiveness technique can help with harvesting shields. Just look the bad guy right in the eyes and say, "Sorry, I really need this."
If only
You gotta do a lot of those things.
now, Harkness. You're wielding something.
We'll need a heckload more shards before we're done. I know 100 ways to kill a man, but I only use one particular one.
Ow.
Explosion imminent.
Where did he go?
Down, 50% to go. Go team! Time to stick the landing.
Units, stay on your toes. Don't let Harkness get close.
Clear the splash zone.
Close! I only need a few more shards.
Launching explosive device.
A lot of guys over there. Oh shit! They hit me with the electric. Come on now.
Done with the fancy killings. Our jacket is filling up quick. Where's that truck at?
Seriously, I can't get this one? Oh, I'm full, that's why. I was like, why can't I get that one? Come on, Lurker. Come on, Thornwell. No, they haven't said anything when the patch will come out. They just said they're working on it and they'll let us know.
The point is to mine data.
But then again, I haven't looked at their Discord today, so I don't know if they said anything more today. That wasn't good. I hate when you chuck a grenade and it goes completely over everyone's head.
Finally as fast as your mouth, Heartless. You'll trip up soon enough.
Oh.
I got all the finesse, baby.
Oh, whatever, dude.
I've stacked it and I can't get back up.
No, is that it? It's over.
Unexpected. So, truly, failure should never be rewarded.
Lieutenant, not far. Could be holding something fun.
I don't know if the multiplayer's working, Mo. I know you asked earlier. Every time I've tried over the weekend, it never worked very well. It was really bad. Either I would get disconnected right away, or we get massive desync.
Buckle up, Buttercup. We're about to get a lot of attention.
Why isn't my... Oh, I was like, why isn't my thing working? I was like, I'm switching weapons, but it's not switching. Where is my SMG I had? It was a tier 3.
Oldie but Goldie. I'll be taking that.
Usually, I just like generalized smashing, but for the kids, I rock the specifics.
And there's so much data to collect. So much potential.
What's happening there? Just stood there next to him like, gonna write him a card.
Let the female female clown make you look like fools.
Jesus Christ, man.
Didn't want his finicky kills. Oh, I gave him finicky kills. Gotta empty my pockets soon, huh?
Jesus, I'm getting my ass kicked tonight. I'm out of practice here.
Could someone stop me from bleeding out?
Fucking snipers are everywhere.
Sending you lovable goofballs some vehicular support. Try not to scuff the paint.
Where's the car?
Didn't need to drop this data off. This hurts some small pockets. Yeah, took care of Toyman. Crazy specific killing one.
You got all the data! I'm so excited I could burst! Some aliens! Get to shelter!
The pulse fires, the invaders fall, as it should be.
Probably gonna fail again because I already died twice.
Okay, get to the next location. Task Force X, doing it big! Now, do it at the next spot. Is doing it. You guys are real rock stars. Home stretch now. Just one more data grab, and we can get out of here.
Gotta empty my pockets soon, huh?
This is how you thought to beat me. I may chuckle about this later. What's for the clown's tricks? She's armed with explosives.
I need to get this one back.
I love how you shoot them. They don't get stunned unless you do a guard on them. Like a counter.
Oh yeah, line up just like that.
Yeah, it won't let me hit them. Even when the letters pop up, it won't let me hit them. And this is some of the stupid things that happen in this game.
And now he's gone berserk. All units, maintain your distance.
Nobody plays patty kick with me.
How did you get unfrozen? Come on now.
Yeah, baby. Call me the queen of finesse.
If it's carnage you want, Harley, I can provide it for you endlessly.
Marching my swing drone.
Handful more butts left to kick. I mean,
5 more.
handful.
I'm out of grenades, huh? Alright, cool.
Only thing
No,
I'm
it's not what I wanted to
frustrated
do.
with is the floor.
Graciela's dispatching you all with party tricks. Party tricks.
Like, what's happening there? I didn't do any damage to them.
Wow, so that really
That's
didn't go
fucking
like I
bullshit, dude.
expected.
I didn't do any damage to them there.
Keep your chins up, squad. There's always next time.
Got a tip on a loot bug. Thank me after you catch it.
We didn't do any damage.
On target for Toy Lad's truckmobile. We're doing this, right? You got the memo?
I should have had my hammer slam. They should have completely... Melee on Frozen is no good. That's bullshit. I just did it before, and they all got destroyed, Mo.
It'd be an honor to...
All right, we got that one done. Loot 1, kill 100 enemies with suicide strikes.
methods of slaughter are creative, Grim. I'll give you that. Failure is all part of the evolutionary paradigm. However, in my case, failure is no longer the end of the cycle.
It's not what I wanted to do.
I fake a discount, you four-tentacled jerk!
I'm no xenobiology expert, but I'd call it dead. You're done.
Where was that other... I saw a recording. Where was that? I already got that one. I got that one as well.
How long will this ship stay like that?
Metropolis, Brainiac's toolship has suffered heavy damage. Damage, I'm told, caused by none other than the Suicide Squad. And to give us some background on what's happening, Lex Luthor, everyone. Lex, are you there?
Indeed I am, Miss Lane. Thanks to the efforts of the so-called Suicide Squad. No one really believes I'd let myself be killed by a costume speedster, did they? I've been supplying
There.
the squad with looted corpses
I just gotta get suicide kills.
in a coordinated offensive against Brainiac. You're capable of such ferocity, Grinzel. What a waste.
Was it my grenades earlier that damaged them?
My friends in Metropolis, and anyone who can hear this broadcast, the war continues. Humankind will win.
About your injuries. Could you
I
tell
must
us
get
a
back
bit
to work,
more?
Miss Lane. Stay safe.
There you have it, Metropolis. Lex Luthor and the Suicide Squad. Continuing the fight against Brainiac.
We're on the edge of the city.
Need I remind you, Harley, they put you in a box and abandoned you. As one of my favorite lieutenants, no one would ever forget you.
I like when you get her in a groove. Not what I wanted to do. I don't chase these things around. I use my slowdown ultimate, and then I just murder them. I learned my lesson like the first couple times. I was like, nope.
Drone ain't pulling my weight!
That and the loot guys. Well, I know firearms do.
Are we getting additional forces at the other 3 terraformers?
Drone, work with me here!
Such a talent for chaos, Grinzel.
Ow. Come on now. Where is this dude? I'm getting my ass
The
kicked.
integration taking hold. It won't be long.
Gotta think twice to attack the boss mob. Or let's save him. Gotta go through these guys to get to the crystal. Great!
Like a damn missile.
Units, try to avoid Quinzel's sideshow act. No different to a blown fuse in your woeful technology. Clear the splash zone.
I got one kicking with. There's gotta be someone to kick.
Oh, you know what? That's what I did. That's what I did. I did my traversal attack.
Everything.
Wow, dude. I'm like a sponge. What is happening here? I am shooting that thing when the shield is down, and yet I still can't. I understand there's a guy still there, but like, come on now. Shield's down, I'm making shots on it,
Have we raised all that?
and nothing's happening to
One
it.
more? You gotta be shitting me. Eat it, Crystal!
Incubators.
I got the incubator on the ropes. Give it a KO!
How many incubators do you think I've created in the time it took you to destroy one? Yes. This facility is at high risk. Local units react
Where's that
accordingly.
second? There it is.
Fear my shadow.
Dude, that AoE is so big. Like I wasn't even near that dude.
But it's fun, too!
All units, stop them. The incubator's armor won't hold them back.
Hey, Chuckleheads. What's got 4 wheels, rockets, a big gun, and kills aliens? Is it?
Get the incubator while it's hot! Kill it!
Mr. President, we're taking back the city of tomorrow today. Sound good to you? I'm trying it out.
Oh, the big guys are the worst, Water. The big guys are the worst. The brutes, when you're in the missions in the end game, that explosion that they do, the AoE damage, that's ridiculous. They have to tune that down. Like, you're nowhere near them at all. And you get destroyed. And you get one shot, by the way.
Jealous of my
One
corner
shot.
toy? No, that would be envy.
You want me to do an Ivy mission?
Enjoying that moment, huh?
Yeah, no, the end game is fun, but it can get a little bit monotonous. And here's the thing: the only reason, the reason that I'm suffering a little bit right now
How would you like for me
is
to
because
read
I'm
your
going
mind,
through
please?
and I want to play with people, and I'm being stuck right now because the amount of stuff that I guess the difficulty level,
I was gonna give you your reward
the
and
difficulty
see,
level
but Hack
that
said
I'm on.
no.
So I'm trying to get
So
my.
you're out
Hold on
of
one
his
second.
car.
Why?
Thank you
How
for completing
delayed that
the
is?
contract.
Just to collect the
I ask you never to
the
speak of it
contract.
again.
It's delayed for some reason. Let's see. I gotta do another
I'd like
Lex.
this kept off the record.
So crazy. Tank with SMG. Yeah, we can try.
I remember when I used to get up to hijinks like this.
So going to
Hero
the Finite
success.
Crisis. Okay, if I go to the Finite Crisis in the map, I'm level 63, right? So I'm level 63, but when I go into a match, I can't matchmake with anybody. So like by myself being in the end game is like a little too grindy for myself. I would like other people. So here's one of the things I think they need to work on. When you're in the end game by yourself, even though you have 3 NPCs with you, all the NPCs attack you. Like it's like your NPCs don't exist. Okay? So they'll slam at you, they'll all come at you, all 3 brutes come at you, and I'm just like, that's way too much, dude. When you play with multiplayer and you play with other people, the other people start to take, the brunt of it as well. So if you spread out, then the brutes go after everybody. But if you're playing by yourself with your NPCs, they're coming after you and you only. I mean, they do attack your NPCs, but they're like honed in on you, which they have to kind of adjust. So it's like the time I'm putting in, right? So the time I'm putting in is not worth me doing the high-end mastery levels by myself. And I want to play with people. Well, I can't play with people because I keep getting disconnected and they have to fix their servers on the back end. So I'm getting a little tired of doing what I'm doing because I'm getting owned. Okay? So I would like other people to take the brunt force with me and push through. I like playing with other people. I'm not having as much fun by myself. You feel like gear sets are funner than mixing and matching other high-end gear attributes. I kind of like the mix match of everything, right? I like the gear sets, and I also like the mix matching of the villain synergies, if that's what you're asking. All right, we're 84 of 86, 30 of 36, 19 of 20, 56 of 56, 27 of 27. What am I missing here? 10, 4, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 8. Unlocked during Finite Crisis. That's got to be a certain level that I haven't gotten yet there. Missing 1 tape with them each. 4 tapes here. Somewhere in the city. Have a tier. We have no tier 3 yet. All right, we're done with that. Done with that. I got about 30 more of those. We have the loot guys. Complete 25 skull ship jamming mission. Which one's the skull ship jamming mission? That is... Smash and grab. Is that what these are? Oh, skull ship jamming.
I want Brainiac's attention on you while I'm targeting the skull ship. Head to the location and begin
Well, the rumor is based on, because of the Twitch drops, they think they're going to start the beginning of March. Ah, good, Papa. That closest. As well. You know, I don't really want to do... Hold on one second. That. I could have sworn I had a tier 3. Get a tier 3 grenade that was maxed out.
Bonza, gear's good as new. Oh, a bit sweaty.
That's Diablo.
One more swing. No!
Heads up, squad. Tracking some loot on legs.
Guys,
Nope.
think this is the wrong way.
We need a loot guy. Where's he at?
Alrighty.
See him.
Took out that bug farm in no time. See? Just got loot's on the menu, you lot. Starters, shoot
That's
this target.
not what I did.
Not for the clown's tricks. She's armed with explosives.
Hey, is this picked out or not?
You get the little slimer? Huh, I can tell from the endorphin spike.
Target eliminated.
Need a lot more of those guys.
Good job.
Like, look how delayed it is from when I picked that up. Crazy.
Found the jammer. Wait, is that what stinks?
It's an ugly job, and mostly you're gonna be the ones doing it.
Gamefire says, getting ready for Skull and Bones early access. Got Ubisoft Plus to try it out. Well, that's smart.
Some headshots.
Jesus, dude. I couldn't even do anything. I got hit, and then from the hit, I got hit again. I got like stun locked. Jesus Christmas.
TFX, time is running out. Where
Oh, I'm sorry. Were they...
That was closer than the
Were they
prize
healed?
haircut.
Were protected by that?
Get to the jammer and stay in that safe zone.
Well, the beta... Doesn't the beta kick over? I thought the beta kicked over from, Goodness.
Time to cash in on this frickin' mutant bonbon!
Oh, that's nice. Just all just disappearing. Cool.
Your distractions and evasions were more.
Plenty of charges still to go before the jammer's powered up. Guess this is what I get for putting my life in your hands.
I hate that. I hate that. I understand I'm not the best player, but when you get stun locked and then you get stun locked again and they just keep wailing on you, I hate that. I hate that in any game. It's like you can't do anything about it. You're just fucked. You're in for a ride. I think the internet is gonna roast and destroy skill-based oh, Skull and Bones. Much harder than Suicide Squads, and I'm here for all for it. I don't think it will. You actually think? I don't think they will. I think they will get shit on. I think they will get shit on, B, but the difference between Skull and Bones and this is that Skull and Bones is a game that's based off of Black Flag, not off a huge, massive, mega IP that's been around for 80 years.
Do any of the veteran troopers know if this is how Conquest is supposed to go? First off, there's no such thing as a veteran trooper.
Some of the enemies are way too spongy. They need to reduce the health. I agree.
Don't worry.
Suicide Strikes. We need 27 more of those. I'm finally moving up on the... I'm in the 300s now. 320, 321. I'm dead last, by the way, in the squad, which or in the clan, because my score doesn't move. Doesn't move. It's so irritating. I think I'm completely and utterly bugged out. People told me it was from playing the story missions. So I went back and did all of chapter 1 and 2 and 3, and I'm still at 300, 321. Actually, I don't even think it has moved. I think I've been stuck at 321 now for a week. Skull and Bones will get shit on, but not as bad as Suicide Squad. Even though Suicide Squad is better, it's because there's way higher expectations for Suicide Squad devs. Already knew Skull and Bones would be shit. Yeah, I agree. There's a couple of articles. Now, Destin had a review that he did himself. Now, I know it's not IGN, but he's part of IGN, but it's his standalone kind of review. And he actually gave praise to the Endgame stuff, which is good because at least he's seeing that the Endgame stuff actually has stuff in this game where others did not when they first came out. But the one fundamental thing that people that give shit for this and when they give reviews is that they're always talking about how this is not the Batman Arkham game and they keep bringing it up that Rocksteady did better with Arkham, and I get you could say that for the developer, that their last game was better than this game. Cool. But this game is not Arkham. This game is not those games. Right? I said it in Discord, right? Starfield is not Fallout. Starfield is not Skyrim. You could compare other Bethesda games, cool. But to feel like it's, well, they should have stuck with Skyrim or they should have stuck with this. It's a standalone game. Right? It's almost like taking, imagine this, right? Imagine this, that if Insomniac shouldn't have made Spider-Man because they Ratchet and Clank should have been the things they made, right? But they made something else. Okay? They made something else. But because it would be different if Ratchet and Clank was in their next Ratchet and Clank was in the same universe, but it was different, right? It's a company that went off to do something else, but because they don't want it to, because they wanted a Batman game, they're giving shit for it. Because it's not the game they want it to be. Well, it's this game. Right? Now, obviously, Insomniac made great Ratchet and Clank, and they make a great Spider-Man game. But Spider-Man shouldn't be criticized, if anyone's criticizing Spider-Man, because it's not Ratchet and Clank. But because it takes place in the Arkhamverse, I think it's supposed to be the Arkham Knight. People are such sheep. Well, here's another thing why it takes in the Arkhamverse, Water. Because it's their universe. Meaning, there's the comics, right? There's the comics that we all know. Okay? And then there's, like, the stuff that happened in the animated series of Batman back in the day did not correlate with the things that happened in the comics, right? That was their own universe of Batman, right? And then there was the movies, and that movies were different from what the comics. Now, sure, they can pull from the comics, but it's not verbatim of the comics. And then this is from, they put it in the Arkhamverse because what other verse were they supposed to put it in? Were they supposed to put it verbatim for what comic line it was supposed to be? No, they took the characters that you already know, and they put them into their universe. So this is Batman in the Arkhamverse. This is Flash in the Arkhamverse. This is Wonder Woman in their Arkhamverse. So they can do what they want with it, hence why they put it in the Arkhamverse. I agree, Mike. So I don't understand why they would put the game in the Arkhamverse universe, because it's their universe. They can do what they want with that, because if they put it in the regular comic book verse, then people would shit on it more, but people can't separate the two. They put it in their own Arkhamverse so they can tell the stories they want to tell without being pigeonholed to what it is in the comics. It's the Suicide Squad. Why would you want Suicide Squad to play like the world's greatest detective? Right. Arkham is their universe. They get to tell the stories in their universe. And I love the fact that that one artist that worked for the company came out and finally told people that Sweet Baby had nothing to do with it. The story was done. They came in as consultants. The people that wrote this game are the same people that wrote the games of Arkham and Dark Knight. I hope they don't do a respawn and said that the Apex is in the Titan universe and then call it Apex universe. I didn't say they should put it in the comic universe, but what other universe should they put it into, Vandal? What other universe would you like? What would have worked, right? In Destin's video that he made, he's like, they should have made Superman like this from this comic, but that's not the universe they're in. They're in their own Arkhamverse, hence why they're telling stories with the characters in their, right? Because they could do what they want with it. I think people are just mad they killed the Justice League. Sure, I guess. I think that's just I think that's just a cop out for them to. That's the starting point, right? The starting point it's not Arkham, and that it's you know, they're angry because the Justice League is dead, even though they're telling a story. right? And I love the people that played Destiny that gave reviews of this game, and they're like, well, the story just kind of ends. Yeah, that's what happens in a live service game. And coming from the people that played Destiny 1, like the Black Garden, do you guys remember beating Destiny and playing the Black Garden? And then at the end of the Black Garden, you were just like, okay. Do you remember when the stranger said, I can't tell you. Wait, no. What was the word? What was the wording? I can't explain what I can't explain, or I can't tell you what. It was like the worst dialogue line ever. I can't tell you. I can't start telling you what it is or whatever. It was just like, and just left us hanging. And we're like, okay. And then Dark Below came out and they tagged you along, right? And that's 3 months after. And then they put House of Wolves, which was 6 months after. And then Taken King came out, and so on and so forth. And you just kept telling the story more and more. But when Destiny was out, the Black Garden, that was it. I don't have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. Thank you, Lurker. Yeah, that's it. I don't have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. What was the name again? So I could add you? Oh, why wouldn't they make a game in a universe you're already familiar with instead of running the... I would assume, Bacon, the reason they picked their own universe they created with Arkham is because they wouldn't have to ask DC what they can and can't do with the characters. I think that would be the bare minimum of why they made it in their own universe. Because, again, if they made it in a universe that people know, can you imagine if it didn't take place in the Arkham universe and they killed the Justice League? Oh, my God. What would happen then? Right? You understand, right? The reason it's not in an established universe is because people would lose their fucking mind if they killed somebody in that comic verse or in that animated verse or in that whatever verse. They literally take the characters in their own Arkham verse they made in their own video games that they own the rights to, and they can do what they want with those characters in their own universe. They can tell the stories they want to tell, and it doesn't do anything because you can still go back and play the Arkham verse, and it doesn't change the games. Those 3 games still stand on their own as is because it takes place before this game. And how all the Destiny lore wasn't even in the game, you had to go to the computer and look it up on the Grimoire. Right. Boy, but don't we look at things differently now, right, Rose? Right? This game is garbage. Meanwhile, they actually told a story. I don't play game for story. I like gameplay mechanics and progression. Sure. And they didn't have any of that either. The only thing that was good for Destiny in the very beginning was the gunplay felt really good, right? Which would be the gameplay mechanics. But the progression system, it was terrible. This is by far the best looter shooter to come as far as what they've put in the game at launch. For gear, what you can do, how you can customize it, how you can grind for it, the intentionality, right? This is the best looter shooter at launch for what you can do with it compared to when Destiny came out, Division came out, Division 2, Destiny 2, Anthem, Marvel's Avengers. Isn't this whole game's Endgame based on going to multiple universes? They could have easily made this game without using the Arkhamverse. But why can't they use the Arkhamverse that they created? Answer that question. Why must they not use their Arkhamverse that they created? People are mad because they burnt out the Destiny 2 Lightfall. I think their live service is trash. How many of us were forever 29 in Destiny? I'm still 29.
Time ago, my peers thought me mad. Tried to contain
How
me.
long did it take him to fix that, Lurker? Right? How long did it take him to fix that?
Hello, Metropolis. Slowest lane with an update on Brainiac.
Report of the daily planet. Alliance I'm here with a message for your city. This world will be mine.
All surviving units, do not let the female clown make you look like fools.
Like that's crazy. The amount of damage that's done. Look at that. He just slammed. I wasn't even on the building. That's so ridiculous. Wasn't even on the building. And that splash damage hit me.
Godspeed to your next godforsaken victims, TFX.
I heard Avengers, and that was about as bad as D1, with bugs included. Wasted 1,100 hours on Avengers. Till Taken King. Right. Which is how long, Krebsy? A year? Right? Because the characters aren't consistent with what they establish, i.e., bad writing.
I'd hide my filthy Terran face in shame.
Well, it takes place 5 years later. The stories that they're telling with these characters from the Arkhamverse, they're telling over time. They didn't fill in the gaps within the first 10 hours of this game because they're telling the story of Brainiac coming, taking over the world. And the Suicide Squad is the group that has to save the world because the kill the Justice League, or the Justice League has turned bad, right? So why do they have to tell you the 5 years that happened right now? Why can't they slowly give you that information over the live service? The only thing I remember about D1 Endgame was the weekend we found about the loot cave, which was 4 days in. 4 days in, Water, is when the loot cave happened, and they within 2 weeks they fixed it, right? That was the end game. And then the raid came, right? The end game came in 2 weeks after the game launched. There was no end game. The end game sucked. People shot into a cave to get the loot, and then when the raid came out, it was the best thing. But the bad part about it was no one knew how to open up the vault. It took a long time to like juggle the outpoints to open up the vault. That was the greatest weekend ever. I don't remember Harley being able to be superhero slams off the tops of buildings in Arkham. They forced stuff in these characters. See, I don't understand the point what you're making there. So you're okay with King Shark being in the game and leaping through the city, but you're not okay in a comic book game where Harley can't do that. You're not okay with her leaping and doing stuff. You can't take that part of the brain and I don't understand. The next thing out of your mouth is going to be like, well, he's a demigod. Uh-huh. Yeah. in this made-up world of comic books with comic book characters doing abnormal things. Sure, you're not okay with King Shark being a demigod and being able to jump. Sure, are you okay with Killer Croc? Are you okay with a guy named Mr. Freeze? Do those things all make sense? Like, where do you draw the line of what's okay and what's not okay? We're okay believing a billionaire becomes a martial art expert detective that fights crime against people that don't look real. But we're not okay with Harley Quinn jumping 10 feet and swinging in the city. The video game universe is pointless. Say it was Marvel's game. You could set it in the MCU and kill off Tony and Black Widow because it guessed it. Creative freedom. Sure, but they made Black Widow and stuff, right? Look how they wanted. They didn't look like the characters from that we knew from the movies and from the comic books, right? They made their own characters in their own MCU. When have you ever seen a character King Shark use a gun? The stuff is invented to stove into the looter-shooter mod. Sure, but why does that matter? I don't understand. Oh, you're talking about the movie itself, Krebsy. I was talking about the video game. Sorry. Like, I just don't understand. Come on, Fate. How far have I gotten as far as inside, like, the Endgame? I'm level 63. Every time I try to get into a multi-match to level up my Finite Crisis, it always crashes and stuff. We're just kind of just going around, leveling up, getting stuff done for the clan stuff. We're finishing some stuff over here. You're over-conflating Batman with any other fiction works. If you set up the rules in the last writing, then you follow those rules. That's writing 101. I understand how scripts and writing work, right? I'm confused in take the looter shooter out of it. Let's just talk about the story of Suicide Squad. You're not okay with her flipping around the buildings because that wasn't established in the Arkhamverse. Okay. But you're okay with an alien coming out of the planet with a giant skull ship in the city, murdering 8 million people. That's okay. And the different universes that they come in, that's okay. Like, we are playing a video game, right? It is a video game? Are they not allowed to do things for video game-esque stuff? Would it be okay if in a script somewhere, They said that Harley Quinn injected herself with something and gave her superpowers. Would that be okay then? I'm not saying they did it. I'm just saying, would it be okay if they did that? No, I would prefer a Superman game that sets up Brainiac first. But see, you're upset because they didn't do what you wanted. Six says, I took this as a comic book story. If Superman punched Batman so hard his neck broke. You have ever heard the writer hold all the power? The only thing I see I can say was like lame is how Lex Luthor died so easily, and now they make him look like kind of dumb. Yeah, but Altern, let's be honest though. If Flash really wanted to do that, he could do that, right? If Superman wanted to just rip out our vocal cords and fly away within a split second, they could do that, right? So, like, what do you do? Yeah, it's not good writing. Well, it's not good writing to you because you don't believe what they're doing, right? So of course it's bad writing, but the writing is subjective. You do know those same writers that wrote this game wrote the games that you liked in Batman, right? Same writers. Was it established in Arkham games that fall damage is a thing? But even then, that's pointless because some things get designed because it's a video game. Right. But you got to look. It's a video game. That's what it is. It's a video game. Using the DC universe in their writings. So are we not okay with DC Universe Online either? For some of the things that happen there? Or... I just want to make sure we're consistent across the board, the people that don't like it because it wasn't established. Yeah, but the part was where Flash ripped him out of the suit. Like, let's be honest, the Flash didn't look strong enough. What do you mean he didn't look strong enough? He's the Flash. Yes, I do. So just because I like Stephen King means he can't write a bad story? I didn't say he could. What I'm saying is writing is subjective is what I said. Majority of the boss fights in Destiny, you're fighting gods that could kill you instantly, but the fight gets gamified. Sure. Sure. The same problem here. This is the problem with people. If we were Superman fighting against somebody, it wouldn't feel good because it would feel like easy mode. And when you're a person going up against Superman, it's kind of silly because he could kill us in 3 seconds. There's rules for writing 30? No shit. I worked in the film industry for 20 years. But there's also a thing that's called where you kind of let go of certain things when they're telling a story, right? Yes, this is in the Arkhamverse, but this is a standalone story, right? And just like you read one book and then another book comes, they change the story so they could make it more interesting or whatnot. And when you have people of the Suicide Squad going up against the Justice League, you have to tell certain things in different ways because you can't just be like, yeah, so the Suicide Squad went up. Like, I'm the player. We're playing Suicide Squad. We go up against the Flash, and we die instantly. Game over. Because the Flash can just rip our hearts out. Right? Obviously, that wouldn't be a very good, a really good selling point. So, like, well, how do we do it? Well, let's write, well, we have to use guns, and then we have to use the Speed Force bullets to slow him down.
effects. This is your search radius for a nice-to-have target carrying need-to-know info.
Hey, let me get my favorite kind of party going on this one. Let's scan the guy. Beat scooping out his brain ourselves. Although...
Nice job, killers. You terminated the thing like champs.
If it's an Arkhamverse, then it needs to follow those rules. Says who? What's the rules that need to be established from Arkham? What's the rules that were established? The only person that you played in those things was Batman. And the people that you saw in that game was Killer Croc, Calendar Man, a Harley Quinn, right? You didn't see Boomerang, right? You didn't see this Deadshot. You saw a different Deadshot. Right? Didn't see King Shark. Didn't see Boomerang. Didn't see Deadshot. You saw Harley 5 years ago, what she was from inside the prison, right? Or Arkham. So the person that you know from Arkham, the only person that you've seen so far from the Arkhamverse is Batman. Right? Is there anybody else? Writing rules. That says who? Well, the people that made it, again, that happened in Gotham. We're in Metropolis. None of the characters that are in Arkham right now, you're controlling right now. So what rules have been established with these characters? Minus your Harley thing saying that she can't be an acrobatic person. So what was established so far in Metropolis? What were the things established in Gotham, the Arkham series, that has to be established here in this game? How did Batman join the Justice League? If you go through the museum, it tells you why. If you listen to the audio logs, it tells you why. Where's the,
Graziela's dispatching you all with pumps.
Violent or a different strategy. I'm for violence.
Yeah, I love the people that come in and say that they didn't tell the story to establish stuff, but obviously they have.
Beware. Brainiacs really juice these enemies up.
What do you even hope to gain from my data? I already analyzed all your worlds. I don't care for it.
I've read the first prequel comic myself, Fate.
Right incoming. Use it to clear out some of them invading wasted space.
We're swimming in data, and you get to stay alive. Wouldn't you call that a success?
See, you're fighting something, Vandal, like you, and the reason I'm pushing back is because you're gonna say you watch the cutscenes, but there's so much more to this game than just the cutscenes. Don't you think seeing Batman join the Justice League would have been more interesting than reading it, though? Away context, and after the Justice League game sings them up, make Suicide Squad. Again, you're coming from a place that you're upset about that this game wasn't a Batman game, or wasn't the Superman game, or wasn't the Flash game. Do you see what I'm saying? And I get that. I get that you're upset that this is not the game you were looking for, but you're also taking shots at the game that they didn't tell you certain things that are going on, but they have. They've told you the things that are going on in the game through audio logs, through actual gameplay inside the actual thing, through cutscenes. Sure. Do I think a Superman game would be great? Sure. Do I think another Batman game would have been great? Sure. But that's not what we got.
You rise above your many limitations.
Lurker says, so the studios don't get to tell their story? They can only tell the stories you want to hear? You know what I mean? They could have introduced Batman as a unicorn that shits blood. And if they explain why Batman is now a unicorn and tell a good story, I'd be fine because anything can happen.
The resistors are experimenting on Terminons.
Have you tried the Harley grenade build? Yeah, that's what I have. I actually had, or I changed it up a little bit, but I have a grenade build. I have a grenade build with, she crazes the enemies with melee hits and then gets the grenade gets tossed. I do 16% damage. There's a bunch of different stuff. I kind of changed a couple things because I just put a new traversal mod on. Yeah, what else I had on? But I had a grenade build last week when we played. Arga says, this game is fun. Much better than I thought it would be. And I felt everything possible to explain that needed to be explained. Yeah, I think they explained what they needed to explain, right? Because this takes place 5 years afterwards, I don't really need to know what happened in those 5 years in this game. Right? It's almost like Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6. Okay, it started at 4. I didn't need 1, 2, and 3. They went back and said 1, 2, and 3. Years and years later, 20 years later, they filled in that gap, right? All they said was Obi-Wan Kenobi in the thing said, I fought with your father in the Clone Wars. At that point, the Clone Wars didn't exist. Okay? So we now have Arkham, and now we have 5 years afterwards. Okay? I don't need to fill in the gap between the 5 years that happened. I know Batman and his story, what he did in this universe, and now we're here. And now the story's unraveling to find out why we're here. Okay? The first comic, I thought was good. To tell me the prequel of leading up to this point before they get taken by Amanda Waller where the video game starts off. Talk about the death of gaming. All studios need to satisfy me. I don't go to them and enjoy their vision. They must come to me. I'm like the executive producer. My problem with Suicide Squads isn't about the story. It's isn't about the people dying. It's about the lackluster ways the characters died. But that's part of the story. That's part of the story. The lackluster deaths are part of the story. that they haven't completed yet because you just read the first article. We just watched the first part of it.
What we do is progress. What they do.
Again, I go back to Destiny. They didn't tell us a full story in Destiny. They didn't tell us a full story in Division. Faywalker says, and you do not know if those were real heroes that died. Exactly, Fate. Right? It's like watching a TV show. See, this is the problem with fucking Netflix. Everybody wants instant gratification instead of waiting 23 episodes to see the full story, what happens. Right? Everybody wants to know How I Met Your Mother. They want to know who the mother is without watching the 7 or 10 seasons of before you got to watch who the mother is. Okay? That's the problem with society today. They don't ever want to like sit and like wait for a story to develop. They want to be told what the story is right now. Right? And the best part is you're not even paying for the rest of the story. Sure, you paid money up front for this game. And now you got to wait 12 months minimum, if not the 20 months, almost 2 years. Right? It's not a Netflix show. You don't get to binge watch the story. Right? You have to wait for the story. I read the first issue of this comic. I don't know the story. I don't know the story of issue 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have to wait for this issue to come out next month.
There's so much in store, Task Force X. Fight as you will, your reward for staying alive will be to witness evolution.
I ironically used Suicide Squad movie as a reference into the movie they killed 8 characters in a satisfying creative ways. That's a movie that has to be told in 2.5 hours. This is a video game that they're telling over the next 2 years. That's the difference. The live service game, Anthem's story was shit as well. We didn't know what was happening at the end of the story of Anthem, and we had to wait. Marvel's Avengers story, okay, sure, you beat MODOK, okay, but we didn't know the rest of the story. What's the big invasion that's happening? The Creed invasion that we never got to see. Technically 10 years? What's 10 years? Wait. Oh, because the codes of the comics do not expire for 10 years. They never said 10 years, though. They never said 10 years for the game. They never said the game will last 10 years. I still have to put my code in. I still haven't done it. Yes, they did. They never said this game would last 10 years. When did they say this? 2 years ago, before the game came out? Or recently? They'd send it to me. All right, hold on. Say. No. I'm not talking about... You're telling me the code redemption can be digital or physical issues, the combination of both. I'm not talking about the code. I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about the game, Fate, not the code. They never said the game's lasting 10 years. They never said 10 years for the game. I know that. Yeah, but that's not okay. You're saying that the code lasts for 10 years, and I'm saying that they The developers of the game have never ever said, have come out and said this game is lasting 10 years. What contracts they signed for codes for a comic book have no bearing, right? It just means 10 years from now, this game will still be running, but it doesn't mean they're supporting the game for 10 years. I can still go play certain games that are 15, 20 years old. Right. I'm talking about what they physically said. They never said that the game's lasting 10 years. They never came out like Destiny and said it. They never came out like other games that, oh, yeah, it's lasting 10 years. Like Halo. Halo Infinite said 10 years.
You're the priority target hunt down in this area. Find them, take them out, secure their data feed.
Listen, I'm no medical doctor, but I recommend scanning. All right, let's post
The live service, though, is different than the online or than the offline mode, Fate.
Walking enemy artillery in your AO.
Carnage you want, Harley. I can provide it for you endlessly. You generate data for me faster than you can possibly steal it.
Oh. What's going on, tank? Look at the burn. Look at that. I'm doing nothing. My grenades just took them out single-handedly. Where's this last guy at?
So this is the might of an earthling demigod. It will be one. Yes. A confluence of events in your favor.
Here's what I know. July 26th, baby. Let's go. What is that? The Deadpool? The Deadpool movie coming out? And I understand people have problems with the stories, and that's fine. But a lot of people say that, well, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, and obviously they have said it in the thing.
Got a mission, squad leader?
Does anybody else get the stuck on the loading screen when joining online sessions? Yes, King. That's a server issue. It's been happening for over a week now. It's very frustrating.
You were just feeding a momentary set of
Yeah, this is why I'm not leveling up my character in the end game, because I'm at the point where I'm like struggling in the mastery levels by myself, and I don't want to sweat to try to get my thing up. So I'm trying to wait until they fix that so I can get randoms and we all go in to help each other out. Yeah. So I'm just going around doing different things. I'm surprised that the prequel comics are coming out after the game. I wonder if there is spoilers. I don't think there's spoilers. I could have read somewhere. I could have sworn they said something that the prequels is just telling a bit of the story. Now, the first issue did have a surprise in it. I was like, holy Christ, I didn't know that happened. Right? If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, right? I was just like, oh, right? People were worried about certain deaths in this. So I thought that was interesting.
Drone ain't pulling my weight.
Any chance I do a comic spoiler stream? Nah, it's not my content. And if I did, I would probably put it on my other channel, Nerding with 30. But there's somebody that there's people that have reviewed it. There's other channels out there that have covered it and whatnot.
You've tested your mettle. I've adjusted my stratagem. It sounds like we'll both be more prepared.
Like, I'm interested in this story in here that they're talking about. Deadshot's asking, why is there another Deadshot, right? And he asks the question, is this a guy from a different universe that came in here? Why is he impersonating me? But he's not impersonating him because he is him. But he's a white version of him. Same DNA, same fingerprints, same identity, same everything, right? Like, what's going on there? So then you're thinking about, wait a minute. If that's true, and this was happening back when Batman in the Arkham universe was happening, that means the multiverse was a thing then. And how did he get over here?
Integration runs, but no targets for me.
Could you change your gun looks? Just the looks. No. The gun is the gun. At least not yet. Maybe they'll sell stuff in the battle pass or give skins in the battle pass or something. Not sure. All right, Fate. Have a good one. Is Origins into the Arkham games? Yes and no. So it is part of the Arkham games, but it's not part of Rocksteady's verse. So even in the museum, there's no mention of that in the museum. They only do their 3 games because I would assume they would have to get licensing or whatnot. But that game does take place. But isn't that a prequel? I forget which one. Isn't one of them a prequel? I have to look that up. I'm not sure myself.
Your astonishing recklessness, Harley. It will only get you so far.
Picking up a lieutenant in an enemy near you.
Got the drop on him.
You know how many physical copies I have. Why go on? Aren't you tired? Mistreated? This type of long game is too much for you.
Yeah, it is a prequel, right?
Few.
Thank you.
Come out, insurgent.
Origins is done by Gotham Knights. Yeah, I know that. By the same studio, Montreal. Yeah. Here.
Gonna need to encourage this bug to bail out. Woo, this terminal's full of party treats.
Ugh, I hate poking around in nasty bolt tech. Nice job, though.
One for the books. If this wasn't all of
Contracts do I have? I gotta work on some here. I gotta do scavengers. Kill 6 scavengers with shotguns. Okay. Kill 2 bombers with pistols. Let's hold on. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I get here. Garbage. Didn't they say they're adding dynamic weather? Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me go into their last thing that they had. General. No, it wasn't general. Announcements. Developer update. So they said I was gonna make a video of this, and then other people made it, and I was just like, I'm not going to. Maybe I should. So what are we doing? We're fixing up the bugs and the scaling, or lack of scaling, on the burn effect. Burn also could be remained viable to higher mastery levels and correctly scale with damage, taking effects the enemies originally intended. They're resetting the leaderboards. What about the mastery levels and enemies' health? One of the other fixes we're doing is direct result of the feedback that we received from all. We've seen some comments suggesting that the enemy health at a later mastery level was way too high and takes the climb too steep past mastery level 50. Okay. We hear the concerns loud and clear, so they're fixing that. What's next? Moving forward, we're committed to giving you all weekly dev updates. I don't know when that starts. Maybe it's every Friday. Be it big or small, we give you a better, deeper insight into what's up to. Let's see. Lastly, on behalf of the entire Rocksteady crew, we're also a heartfelt thank you. No, where is it? I could have sworn they said there was, like, weather changes, wasn't there? The unattended bug, basically meant for somewhat conundrum. Was it Alex on his own thing? Mastery pillars. We want all rewards. I can also master characters traversal, master the combat mechanics, and master the exploration and construction of different builds in the game. I could have sworn they said it somewhere, and now I can't see it. I mean, there is dynamic weather in it now, but they said they're going to add something else. Well, we do know that we're getting the, what's it called? Like the ice board. What is, I was following them, but now I can't seem to. Let's see if Miller has it. Sadat, he comes out and says, 7 years to well, first of all, he's responding to, for a period of 6 years, we had Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight from Rocksteady. It took 9 years for them to release their next entry, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. He responds with, 7 years to develop Suicide Squad. I had to develop part of it through COVID. Metropolis is 2 times the size of Gotham maps. Character models are some of the best in the generation, 60 frames per second with 4-player co-op. It's not lies. Not lies. Yeah, I gotta get Helldivers to work. Watching all these clips of Helldivers. You know what Alex's... oh, I got it. I found it. He tweeted a couple things earlier, which some people are like, ooh. So somebody asked if they're making raids. And he said, we don't have anything at this time, but we're working on something. So I know someone asked a couple weeks ago. Yeah, someone said, are we expected to raids to add in the future? He said, we might have some things cooking, but not ready to talk specifics yet. That's an answer. What game is this? This is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Let's see. He also says here, anything you can say about Season 1 or Season 2? Hold on. Missed him there.
Sorry, pal. Alien Arts and Craft Fair's been canceled.
To be snuffed out on a backwater world.
Helldivers still on PC is still rough. I can't even download it right now. I'm having an error that happens when I try to play it. So Alex says, anything you can say about Season 1 or 2? He says, I'll have more details soon, but we're really excited to get it in your hands. A lot of good feedback from launch, and also have made it stronger. Made it even stronger, I'd say. He says, have you got any plans to balance co-op out of the enemies are overpowered? Just got some eyeballs that he said. Another person says, could we see targeted loot missions eventually? Like targeted farming, snipers, or grenades, or even notorious infamous weapons, if you will. Because some of the drop rates are abysmal, in my case. Or new craft available, new archetypes for weapons. He says nothing, but he puts eyeballs, meaning they're working on something. Then someone asked about the storage vault, and he also has eyeballs, because I think they're going to be doing something with that as well. Like, it would be cool if we do some sort of raid into the Skull ship. Also be interesting if we can go over there. I would like... I just don't know how they would do it. But I would like some indoor, like, missions. You know what I mean? And then maybe during boss fights you get into, like, a bigger room. So you could use your... So, like, give us a little variance of stuff. So as you're going through, maybe the rooms are not super tall, so you're, like, flying about and flipping and stuff. But you can still do your traversal. But at the same time, more on the ground, dodging stuff. And then when you get to the big boss room, the room's bigger, you can swing around and whatnot.
I can plan for you. You become part of the equation. Simple.
I'm gonna go over here. We need... Should I even attempt trying to play multiplayer? Should I even attempt? Probably not.
To this Earth at this level of corruption. It's certainly a bold strategy.
I already answered your question. Halo Infinite. My personal best, but that's so not worth it. We'll do 10.
Let us splash through the vast oceans of the multiverse together.
Use a sporting metaphor. Are you ready to be the away team in the dimensional playoffs? The jammer is at the fallen radio tower. My wisest acquisition. You'll need to be ruthless and efficient here, like me. Headshots for faster charge, please.
Just line them up.
Hit the target. Nailed it.
Another grenade.
Prepare for disassembly.
I love my grenade build because I just keep getting grenades.
The Earthling's ingenuity is only eclipsed by their obnoxiousness.
Little execution, I didn't even need to add extra time for you. 86% chance of survival.
Yeah, I was watching a couple people, Lurker,
Brainiac's gonna run out of troops
play
real
the game.
quick.
Here's.
Doing that.
Hold on one second. Segueing here. So here's the brood guys, right? Here they come. Watch how they always attack me.
You're capable of such ferocity, Grinzel. What a waste.
But I want to swing again.
This is Nanawe using his full strength. Distasteful. And yet...
Yep. They just constantly come after you, and that's something I don't like. Like, I have 3 other players on my team, even though they're NPCs. It doesn't matter because they're just constantly coming after me. And see, when you play with other people, you don't get this problem because they attack everybody.
Units, try to avoid Grinzel's sideshow act.
Of course.
Drop on.
No, I don't want. No, get up. I did not want to be near him.
This is what winning feels like. Get this one back.
Oh, of course. There's another guy? Another guy behind me?
All surviving units, do not let the female clown make you look like fools.
Exactly as I had planned, and with time to spare. Oh, you should make it back in one piece, too. And this is why you never send heroes to do a villain's job.
I want to know what's happening with Lex Luthor in this game, because Brainiac sees him at the very end. He's like, "You."
Just walk out
So
there. Ah, such hubris.
something going on with Lex.
This is where you die.
Confuse them, flank them, fill them with lead. Classic op.
Yeah, they have major server issues with Helldivers. If you have a group of friends that you have, or you just invite in, no problem. But at matchmaking, it's terrible.
Can't believe they're letting me have something like this. Seems dangerous. Ooh, the kind of gear you give pet names and keep under your pillow.
Got two of the same weapons.
Humans are full of surprises. And arteries. We are the squad.
Brain's not gonna upgrade itself.
Scavengers with a shotgun. Destroy 20 mechanical enemies. Take part of 20. Oh, machine. What's one of those machine? Oh, machines is the rockets on the thing, right? Or these count? These count?
Making the right kind of difference to folks
Time
like
for
Is that gonna count? That's 10. Did I have 9 before? I'm gonna have to find another one.
You don't want to be a pet or a sidekick, Harley, and you don't have to be. I could give you your own world, formed in your image.
Yep, that counts. All right.
integrating those 4 resistors.
Start tank behind us too.
Weakened, bloodied, defeated.
Oh, come on now.
Let the integration begin. Marcellus is dispatching you all with party trips. Party trips.
Now, does that count as part of the contracts as well? I have like 13. No, 12.
sake of my last consciousness, considering all of you uninformed. Believe me when I say it won't happen again.
I judge. But if I was
That's how it's done. Just keep getting those people out. You keep pulling people out of this mess, and I've got nothing bad to say to you. Civilians coming through. Hey, keep that plane inside Ivy's area. Like being back in the damn asylum. Huh. Turning into a regular search and rescue crew.
Are they struggling though? I hear when you're in the game it's fine. Are you losing connection? Are people losing connection once they're in the game, or are they just losing connection? They can't make connection to other people in the servers, Parker.
I bet we could earn a promotion by bagging a resistor or two. As a faithful servant.
Read my above. Okay, hold on. Helldivers has my favorite bug. If 3 PlayStation 5s are waiting for a PC bud to join, and anyone has crossplay off, the PC guy is not prevented from joining. He joins, and all the PlayStation 5 guys get kicked. It's business as usual. Gaming in 2024. Nope, that's gonna suck, huh? And we're falling. And we're all the way down at the bottom.
Hey, you leave bats hanging, Droney?
I think we're close, right?
These folks don't know it, but you're their last hope. Don't blow it.
There's a version of you, Harley, that would enjoy being on the other side of this. Perhaps you'd lost.
Is that what they mean by
with your
PC
egg.
Master Race? Yeah, they guys like got the best PC. Be gone with everybody.
Residents of Hobbs Bay, please safely evacuate from your homes. This area is no longer secure. The National Guard is waiting to escort.
I'm pissed off right now because I can't even play the game. I bought it. I was gonna play it tonight,
Drone's poop?
but then I have this I don't know if it's like a driver. It's not a driver issue, but that one's done. But it gives me this error. The error code says the code execution cannot proceed because of the MSVCR1110.dll or D11 was not found. Reinstalling the program may fix this problem. So I deleted it and then installed it again. Same problem. Then Fate sent me this thing, so I went to go do it. Downloaded the MSVRC or CR, and then another error popped up, and I'm like, what the hell? So this was like 20 minutes before the stream started. I was like, never mind. I'll figure it out later. Kill 2 destroyers with heavy weapons. Which one are the destroyers? The guys with the cannons on their hands?
Veteran troopers are just the ones who've been dead the longest.
There's usually... There's one. That was one, right? I think that's a destroyer. No. That's not a destroyer. So which one's a destroyer? Codex. The baddies. Oh, the big guys?
You deflect your weaknesses with sarcasm.
I didn't hear about the PC install issue. That's even worse.
But I see.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it
I
either.
know you better than you know yourself.
So when I saw it, I was like, I was like, what's happening?
It's a new kind of shopping on the go experience.
Did I miss the guy?
You did a good thing. Do a lot more and you might be square one day.
So do you get the gold stuff in this game for the cosmetics at level level 100 or mastery level 100 or finite prices level 100?
Know what happens when I get impatient? Choose a mission, or you're gonna find out.
Finite 100, okay.
want some higher quality surplus for your next package.
Think of the perks.
Oh,
of
you know
being
what?
Kolu.
Where was Batman's... Where was his hidden lair? What was that? That was over here, right? At the bottom of the Daily Planet, or was it somewhere else? There were stairs that open up, but I forget where it was. Not there. Airport. Where's his base again? Over here, right? Over here.
Your people enjoy perks, yes? No fear, no pain. A true socialist society. Most of all, a direct connection to me.
Is it by the Superman statue? I thought it was in the staircase. Go by this staircase by the... What Google says? I just sworn it was a big office building. The stairs open up. At least in the story. Because I don't remember being over here. That's Rocksteady Justice League. The Batcave is located in the park under the bridge. Near Superman's statue. I don't know if that's right. I'm gonna go over here.
Harshin my swing drone.
Because you can still go into it. So it should be open.
Such a talent for chaos, Quinzel. And in service of what? Hmm?
Not it either. Not it either. There was a spot where the staircase opens up. I thought it was a bigger... have you found the 10th memory cloud? What's that under? The audio log? Echoes? Is that what you're talking about? I'm missing one. I'm missing the one for Deadshot. Echoes, I'm missing 4. I don't have them. I haven't found all of them yet. Top right of the suicide slums. Top right. That's it. Right there. That's it.
Tracking the lieutenant. Can't tell you what's inside. Sorry.
This guy at? In a helicopter? Nope.
Found the target. Anyone got a can opener? Let's use bullets. Bug with expensive taste. Get after it.
Huh. Signal's dead. I'm guessing the loot bug is too?
Argus thanks you for your selfless and uncoerced contribution.
Yeah, I gotta hit the clouds up and try to find them all. I'm missing the 4, and I think they're around here.
Sure am tired. How are you holding up?
Aw, Droney needs a break.
There's the stairs. There's a map inside here that they found where it has all the locations of where the puzzles are. I want to show you guys these because a lot of people don't know about this. Someone made a video of it, so it is out there if you want to look it up. But no one's figured this out yet, at least the last time I looked. Look at the back computer. Okay. So let me switch to Deadshot so I can use the sniper rifle. Show you guys a little bit. So you see this? It's this square, right? It's this square, and then it has a square in it. Okay. So, not sure what it means. Not sure what it means. But there's a lot of them spread across the city. Where's the other screen? Right, so here's a city map. Okay. And you can see within the squares, so there's like a triangulation thing as well. Okay. So in Central Park or Centennial Park, there's a lot in the city district where you can go look, and there's all these like puzzles to try to figure out and whatnot, right? So every place where you see the little thing here, there's a location that you can go find. Okay. But then there's also this thing right here where there's a square again with a block on the inside of it. Again, and it looks like this. And some of them have like 2, some of them have like on the diagonal. There's a bunch of people trying to figure it out right now. It might be nothing, but at the same time, it might be something. Yeah, you got his Batwing hanging up over here as well. If you can unlock this later. I'm gonna go fly to the city real fast so I can show you. I'll show you the clues. It definitely seems like a puzzle, but who knows? All these superhero games, man, have elevators. Are they puzzle pieces? No, no, no. They're different puzzle pieces. The puzzle pieces are part of the flyers that you saw. That's figured out already.
This is to make a his ass shit.
I want to cultivate your talents, Deadshot. Endless focus, infinite patience. Nothing to compromise you like this gluten allergy. Units, still Lawton's trigger fingers. For now, I'll have use for them
Over
later.
here. Oh, it might be up here. Up in here.
The longer these resistors fight, the more they teach Brainiac how to defeat them.
Come on, not now.
Okay. These. There's this. Then there's more, right? Then there's these up here. And they might just be lights. Okay. But at the same time, they're all over the place. There's another section. Where is it?
I can sense some hesitation about my offer, Deadshot. All that power, what if you lost control? Hmm? Well, what if there were no consequences?
I forget where they are, but there's a whole nother room. It's a small room. And they're all over the place. But it looks exactly like these. But there's more of them. Right, this has got 3, 2, 3. This has got 3, 2, 1. The other one's got 1, 1. Bottom right, top left, right side. And I don't know, I've tried shooting them. I've tried doing a couple different things. Are they teasing a Tetris game? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's little Easter eggs literally everywhere around this map.
We're doing the Terrans a favor, giving them a purpose.
But these things have they've popped up. I mean, they've been in the game. They haven't popped up, but they're a couple of places around the map. Trying to find the other room to show you. Here. It's a narrow area.
This is some Icarus ass shit.
So self-absorbed, Floyd Lawton. Even with your progeny to look after, you can't help but preen over your own legend.
I don't remember where the hell it was. I stumbled across it by accident.
One way to get weapon parts to order.
Lawton's feeling trigger happy.
Yeah, I can't remember where the other one is. Oh, yeah, see? Okay. So here's some more blocks with nothing in them.
Why do Terrans try to gather data on us and their vital hours?
Careful.
What goes up?
I know you
I
think
can't
you
find
want to
them,
be
but
free, Deschamps.
if I ever find them again, I'll
I'd
make
give
sure
you
I
real freedom.
mark them down.
From choice, morality, guilt.
But it does seem like a puzzle. Come on, Newsom.
Damn thing's overheating.
1 o'clock. Yeah, there's another section. There's a lot of them in there. But anyway, they have to be something because they're in the Batcave and they're sprawled out across the city, mostly in the deep part of the city. But they got to be something. I just don't think they're nothing. Now, I don't know if we have to do something to change them. I don't know if you have to shoot them. I don't know if you have to hit them in order. I don't know if it's absolutely nothing. It just seems really weird that they're there. There's a bunch of puzzles, though, right? So they had the calendar in the game as well. They had 12 calendars, and it spells out something. And then they also have the puzzle of the puzzler that people figured out.
If a trooper gets in the way, I'll take them out too.
All right, I'm gonna call it a night because I'm exhausted. And we'll be back tomorrow morning for some more gaming news. Make sure you go check out some of our videos that we've done. We did an upload today of the No Man's Sky video. So give that a watch. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll be back again tomorrow evening. Hopefully we'll get Helldivers 2 to work. If it doesn't work, then we'll try to figure out something. Wednesday we have a podcast with Ginger Prime, and then Thursday night we have a podcast with the Kingard on Generation X Gaming. He's taking the place for Sarge this week. So yeah, you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.